It's our marketing day. Yay! So here in southern Utah, it rarely snows. And so there was rumor that it was going to snow today. So we're kind of waiting for that, but I don't think that's going to happen. Just tidbit. Okay, so today is marketing. And what I wanted to do was go through exactly why I'm doing these classes or these lessons. It's to redefine what marketing strategies are for real estate agents once they get the listing and how they find their own buyer, because that's what sellers want us to do, is they hire us to find the buyer. That's really what people need a real estate agent for. So as real estate agents, we should be very familiar with marketing techniques. I have a little bit of a cold, so excuse the sneezing and everything. So that's what sellers want us to do. They want us to find our own buyer, or at least attempt to. And they want to know what you're doing as a real estate agent in order to find that buyer. And in the world of luxury, it's a little different than it is in just normal real estate. For instance, I just listed a home here in St. George. It was an investment property. One of my investors liquidated it. It's listed for $245, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and within an hour I had a showing. Today I have 5 scheduled, so those go really quick. So my marketing doesn't necessarily have to be as extensive. Although I'm doing marketing for it, it doesn't have to be nearly as time consuming as if I had a 1.5 in a gated community with a specific buyer in mind. So that's what these marketing classes are for, is to teach real estate agents how to determine their marketing plans for their luxury listings or their hard to sell listings. What a marketing plan or marketing platform or campaign should have is what the book calls 5 Ps. I'm kind of sitting at an angle. 5 Ps. 5 Ps to help leverage your marketing and to help get the most for your money. In real estate, and I talk about this later on how I break down my commissions, but traditionally in real estate, the realtor is the one that fronts the amount of money that we put into our marketing to find that buyer of our listing. And I think that's one of the reasons why most realtors don't do a marketing plan for their listings, is because it's upfront money and there's no guarantee that you're going to sell that house despite your best efforts. And if the seller only gives you 6 months to sell the house and that's where your contract's at, you have the opportunity of losing that listing if you don't have it sold. So I hear a lot of, well, I can't put a lot of money into it because there's no guarantee. And that may be true, and we'll talk about how I break that up a little bit and how I show other options of doing that. But in this, we want to leverage our marketing platform as best we can for the least amount of money. And so we use the 5 Ps. First P is product. That's something we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. What is your product? Your product is your listing, and it's not necessarily the features of your listing. People need to know it's a 3-bedroom, 8-bedroom, 7-bedroom, 6-bath, whatever, with a pool. I mean, those are all features, but we also have to determine our product as a lifestyle as well. What kind of lifestyle? Because remember, our wealthy buyers, they don't have to buy here. They don't have to buy where you're at. But you want to make your product seem so intriguing and so inviting that they come upon it and then they want to buy it. Like, it is a have to have for them because you've made it look so good. And so that's what your product is. What's your product? So we're talking about features, and we're talking about lifestyle and what your product offers that buyer. So you have to define that, and we've talked about that for the last couple of videos. So if you have any, if you want to do any review, you can go to my YouTube channel. I upload these all on that, and the YouTube channel is called Melinda Goodwin. Pretty simple. Okay, so the next P is price point. Now, again, we all know that price is the number one reason why things sell or things don't sell. I have people call me all the time that say, my real estate agent priced my home at this and we're getting a lot of showings, but we're not really selling. Why do you think that is? And 9 times out of 10, it's the price point. The price point is probably too high. I have seen some places where the price point is too low, and so people don't buy because they wonder what's wrong with this house. So it can be really fickle. But remember, in the luxury industry, price point is subjective. It really is. It's determined not only by your comps, but a lot of times people buy luxury and it's cash. So we really either don't know what their final price was when they purchased it, or the features are different. Maybe your listing has imported Italian tile, it has, the thick granite, it has marble throughout, or, it has different features or different luxuries that the other listing, oh, my dogs, I thought I had them under control, and obviously I don't. They have different features and stuff than the house next door. So it's a little bit harder to price point a luxury, and that we got to make sure that it's comparable. Excuse me, I've got to let my dog in. I thought I had them outside and under control, and obviously I don't. So here we go with the dog. Maggie, okay. Okay. This is live. This is live Facebook. Congratulations. This is how it is when you're trying to work from home and everything going on. So, okay, so price point is a huge deal. But here's the cool thing. If you do extensive marketing and you have a great marketing platform or plan and you have good branding, sorry, cold. And your branding looks perfect, and you can make that house look magnificent, you can actually ask for more money. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many of you have the cold, but I'm telling you, it's just not going away. Anyway, but you can ask for more money. You can actually make your listing look so much better than the neighbor down the street that you can price point just a little bit higher, which is another way that you add value to your prospective client, the seller, because you can come in and show them how your marketing is different than theirs and how you can actually get more money based on how yummy your pictures look, the videos, and where you're pushing your product out to. Yeah, and which leads into placement. Where does this marketing go, right? Where are you going to place it in order to get the best exposure? And that's part of figuring out who your target market is, because you want to know where they put their attention. Where are the buyers? The buyers have their attention somewhere, and wherever their attention is, that's where we've got to go to grab that attention. For instance, like if your buyer is always flying all the time on Delta, then you know that your ideal client will be on Delta, so you need to be in the magazine that Delta has, and that listing should be in that magazine. Or at least at the airport where they do the shoe polishing, or in the lobby, or at the checkout, that sort of thing. So we make sure that we are in front of our buyer. And that all comes down to who is our ideal client for this house and where are they going to be located. For instance, like if your ideal client is, is a golfer, right? And the golfer, and you've got you've got a home on a golf course, and you're looking for a professional grade golfer, then you might want to put that house in golf magazines or wherever there's going to be a golf tournament or that sort of thing. So you need to make sure your placement is exactly where the buyers are, and that all goes down to figuring out who your ideal client is so that you know exactly where that attention is. And then you've got to promote it. And, you know, nothing drives me more crazy than seeing any listing, whether it's a $53,000 listing or a $3 million listing, that have pictures of crap. You guys, we are professionals and we need to promote our stuff as a professional. Professional photography is key, and cleaning that house before you take pictures is another key, right? So I suggest, I'm going to sneeze again. Nothing pretty about that. I suggest that if you have a great listing that is even on the halfway borderline of whether it's luxury or not, that it has its own website. And in on that website, you have very nice, yummy, professional photography, as well as a video. I'm going to sneeze again. As well as a video. And then you can do a blog and do a blog post. And sometimes, like some magazines or some, famous blog people will let you guest blog something like that and pay them a little bit of money. And as long as they're getting, as long as it's that your target buyer. So let's say I have, I don't know, a friend who does photography, and she does a photography high-end blog posts. Then I could put a listing that I know that my target buyer is into photography on her blog post as a blog, as a guest blogger, and then I'll attract that a client. So it just takes some imagination on where you're going to place those ads, and it's not in the local newspaper, and it's, of course I'm going to push it on my local Facebook site, but I'm also going to put it in Facebook groups where I think that is my target. And I'm going to put some research into this to figure it out. Oh my gosh, I'm going to sneeze again. You can also co-market with other companies. Like if you've got your ideal client is a car collector, then I would co-market with some car collecting and put one of their cars in the parking lot of the house and take a nice yummy picture so that you both get that marketing. I mean, there's just so many things you could do to promote and share those expenses, as well as the last and final P, thank goodness, because I'm going to sneeze again, is people. We need to make sure our friends and family are sharing our stuff. That is number one. Number one. Our friends and family should be our biggest support system. And when we get a listing, our friends and family should share it. And if you can't ask your friends and family to share it, then you need to. You need to ask them to share. You need to ask them to help you promote it. Also, the seller should be helping you. And that should be part of your understanding, is that once you get these pictures uploaded and this video uploaded, it should be the seller helping you by pushing it out to their friends and family. Because remember, like-minded people hang out with like-minded people. So your seller has friends and family who might be interested in that. So they need to be pushing that out. Also, another thing you could do is develop an affiliate program where you hire people to push it and do ClickFunnels and draw attraction to it. Another thing you could do is a contest. You could have a contest of people, if you share it so many times and then like it, share it, put in a drawing. You could do that. So there's so many different things, and the internet is actually word of mouth marketing. I'm sorry. The internet is word of mouth marketing. I'm going to sneeze again, and I'm trying so hard not to. So it's like word of mouth on steroids. So it's really important that we push our product out so that people can see it. And that's cheap. That's really cheap. Word of mouth. Okay, so before I actually
have another sneezing attack, I'm going to end this video, but we're going to start again on Monday with the sales video, and then if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just please comment in the comment section. And I upload everything onto my YouTube channel. So if you've missed videos and you're behind, go to my YouTube channel. It's Melinda Goodwin, and check it out there. Okay? See you later.